Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today for the first installment of Pokemondays. Our first series over the next month or two will be making a mushroom forest. Today we're starting with the original mushy bugs, Paras and Parasect. Now, as with most of my builds, this will be in 1/48 scale, also known as 35mm or basically O-gauge. Because of this, our infected duo will be quite small. For Paras, we're starting with one of these small, pig snout shaped beads. I'm not sure what they're actually called or what they're used for, but they look like a good body for a bug and can be found at any craft store. Next, we're taking a thin floral wire and folding it over for the back legs. We will need 2 links and they will be glued into the holes of the bead and bent into shape. Thicker armature wire will be the stems of the mushrooms. I'd suggest gluing a longer length and trimming it after the glue sets. On top of the stem, we're going to use a couple of Paint by Diamond sequins. They happen to be the perfect size and shape for mushroom tops at this scale. Finally come the front leg pincers, and we'll be using a couple pieces of rice. I have pretty long grain rice, so I trimmed it down a bit after the glue cure. Luckily, rice cuts pretty well without shattering. That finishes Paras's body, so we can carefully give it a very light prime and base coat of orange red. I say carefully because at this size, going too thick can easily make the whole thing a formless blob. Color-wise, this Pokemon changes a lot from game to game, so you have a lot of options from red to orange into yellow. The same goes for the mushrooms, which I decided to do in magenta. I felt these colors were nice and vibrant. Then I took a tiny brush and added the yellow spots on the mushroom and painted the stems too. Finally, a bit of white for the eyes and teeth, and the all-important pupils, showing it still has a mind. On to Parasect. The body of the evolved form is a bit bigger, and the mushrooms have merged into a single large one. So we'll start with an earplug, preferably unused, but don't let me tell you how to live. We're going to cut this down to about ½ inch or 10 millimeters. We're doing the legs with the larger armature from earlier and doing all 4 wrapped together and glued to the underside of the body. I started to use rice for the pincers again, but realized they're too small. So I went back to the pantry and grabbed some Orzo pasta. If you don't have Orzo, get some. It's delicious. I'll put a link to my favorite lemon chicken Orzo recipe in the comments. I used another of the nose beads for the head and trimmed away a bit of the body to get a more mushroomy shape. Then a Prime and Parasect got the same paint job as its pre-evolution, but without the pupils, since its mind has been taken over by the fungus. Finally, we can make bases. For these size creatures, I went with an 18mm base for Paras and a 25mm for Parasect. I used a hole punch on some sheet grass, but you could glue it down and trim around the base too, or use static grass and glue. I got these grass sheets from the dollar store, though most of the time I only see them around the holidays. Then we're going to make a few mushrooms in the same way as Paras' back, small bits of the armature wire topped with paint by diamonds. I used brown ones this time so I wouldn't have to repaint them. Last, we glue down our fun guys and we're done. Thank you for watching. In a couple weeks, we'll make Fungus, Amoongus, and Brute Bonding. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and like and share this video to encourage me to do more. Thank you again for watching. I've been Codex. I hope you have a great day.